Q3 2024 has come, has gone now, and honestly, good riddance. It wasn't all that great for crypto, to be honest. It has been a struggle out there, but the thing is that many of us, myself included, by the way, a lot of analysts out there in the crypto space are seeing brighter days ahead, beginning in Q4 of 2024 and leading into next year, 2025. There are actually all kinds of positive signs out there that are pointing to improvements in terms of market liquidity. But of course, that begs the question, what are we going to buy or continue holding in Q4 and into 2025? We're going to be looking at three coins that represent three very important narratives in cryptocurrency and blockchain, including one narrative and one sector, I guess, more broadly speaking, that we very rarely talk about. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie and this is Altcoin Buzz. All the best of luck if you choose to invest. I genuinely wish you well. Just remember that I'm not a financial or investment advisor and that by extension, this video is not official financial or investment advice. Kicking off the list here is Oraichain. This represents our AI pick. And of course, we remain super bullish on artificial intelligence. We have been, we are now, we're going to continue to be very bullish for AI. And Oraichain works on really a part of AI that is vital to both industry growth and real world usage. Truth, or in other words, validity. Because with AI, as we've seen, it's increasingly easy to deepfake someone with voices or pictures or now video. But Oraichain is about proof of validity of the data. Oraichain is a layer 1 blockchain built on Cosmos that also has its own AI-based oracles. And these oracles help prove the truth and validity of data. Its mainnet is compatible with COSM, WASM, and EVM, which of course are the two biggest VM networks in the industry. And most of the trends in crypto AI are about agents or P2P networks for computing power. Those are great. We like them too. But battling against lies, fakes, falsities, and propaganda, that's also a very important battle. And we think, like I keep saying, it's going to be increasingly crucial and important because as governments are turning more authoritarian with more and more rules, it's easy to see, honestly, how AI can be used to manipulate media. It's easy to make it look like a political opponent is saying and doing something that they are not actually doing. It's a scary prospect, actually, and Oraichain is a leader in this battle, and that battle is really only just getting started. Token performance for ORAI has been kind of so-so, a little bit sideways, as you can see, over the last 3 months. ORAI is the ticker, ORAI, and it's now just in that mid-cap range, just barely, but it's over $100 million now, so arguably it's no longer a small cap. Technically. And as you can see, ORAI is down about 20% or so over the last 3 months, but it's still well off its recent August low. That was $5.33. It's up about 35% from that low and also up a little bit over the last couple of weeks. And so people are starting to notice Oraichain, and it's also performing well and showing some relative strength compared to other AI projects and more broadly speaking, the general market. We expect this one to start turning heads in Q4. Again, it's been a little bit lackluster, kind of sideways performance recently. But given everything that it's doing right, I think Q4 and leading into next year, especially Oraichain, again, ticker ORAI, is going to start surprising a lot of people for all the right reasons. This Altcoin Buzz Spotlight video is sponsored by Control, which was previously known as XDeFi and is likely one of the best wallets in crypto that's just gone through a rebrand that you may not have heard about. Control, CTRL, as in control of your own finances through self-custody. XDeFi was already one of the best wallets in cryptocurrency, especially for beginners, by the way, with great benefits. Things like support for more chains than any other wallet, including Solana, Bitcoin, Cosmos IBC, and EVM chains. Also, one-click transfers between chains and amazing NFT support, showing all your NFTs instead of only showing what you have on each chain. And now they have a new gas tank feature that lets you pay gas from any chain in USDC or the native XDeFi token. Check out why more than 230,000 people think this is one of the best wallets in crypto today. Check out the link in the description below. That is where you can sign up for the Control Mobile Beta wallet today. Next up here on our list, we have an entry that represents the RWA sector, real world assets, and that is Polymesh. This is a permissionless blockchain. That means it is not wide open for just anyone to use. And in most cases, we would be against this kind of an idea for picking and choosing who to work with. But in terms of RWAs, and specifically regulated financial assets around the world, this is just a fact of life. And Polymesh is set up with institutional grade regulated assets in mind. It's a layer 1 with its own wallet as a Chrome extension. And the permission nature of the chain means there is KYC in order to use it, know your customer. It also means that once you pass, that you can invest in these otherwise non-accessible assets if you are in an emerging market, but let's say want to buy US stocks or mutual funds. And there are institutions ready to start tokenizing their assets on chain. The Polymesh ecosystem already includes a large US commercial real estate marketplace, a major digital asset custodian for institutions in Korea, a white label tokenization platform so that you can tokenize your own assets, a few digital identity platforms, and a clearing and settlement agent that uses a blend of digital assets and traditional methods like delivery versus payment, known as DVP in legacy finance. The point is that the permission nature of this chain is something institutions need and that they actually want, and they're responding and tokenizing assets already. There are 7,200 accounts on Polymesh right now, most of which are large institutions with billions of dollars in assets under management. The native POLYX, that's POLYX token, is used for governance and staking in a nominated proof of stake model. This is a common model that we've seen, and both Polkadot and Cardano use it. The tokenomics do have one major flaw, however, which is a potential infinite supply. And it is something that makes us wary. As you know by now, this is never a great feature of any project within its tokenomics. So it does lose points when it comes to that. But honestly, the fact that we're talking about Polymesh at all shows you the type of potential we think it has, despite that major tokenomics flaw, admittedly. We're looking at POLYX here over the last 3 months. It's basically been flat end to end. The last 2.5 months has been a slow but steady increase. Since its recent low in August, that was 15.9 cents. It's actually up. It's gone up 60% to 27 cents, now sitting at 24.5 cents. The last year, though, is even better because over the last 12 months, kind of averaging things out, there was that major spike halfway through the year, but ROI in the last 12 months has been 130 or so percent. Look, with the money printers turning it on in the United States and elsewhere, we strongly feel that RWA is going to melt some faces over the next few months. And while we're concerned, yes, long-term about the infinite supply, Polymesh is definitely one that should be on your radar.
And so if this market pulls back hard under this level and then consolidates and comes back, we're likely to sell and stall.
If you are not a member of Altcoin Buzz Alpha, chances are that you don't know about this important trend here that I want to discuss. That is decentralized social. And it's also an area that we are super bullish on. And when it comes to this category, we have another pick that is exclusive to the report that Alpha members receive that is different from this one. But we still like this sector, and we still like this project here. One of the projects that we like is UXLINK. That's UXLINK. UXLINK takes a different approach entirely to decentralized social. So far, what we've seen from Friendtech, Farcaster, and others is that they're building out apps. Farcaster is working to become really, arguably, the decentralized X or Twitter. And that's great. You know, we like that. Arguably, we need that. Okay, but UXLINK is social infrastructure so that you can build out your own social network app no matter how large or small your project is. You actually don't even need an app at all to build out your own group. It just takes a few clicks. You're very likely going to be hearing about this one soon if you have not yet, because as per the roadmap here, plans suggest that before year end, we're going to see integrations with the likes of WhatsApp, Taking a look here at the last 12 months of performance, UXLINK, the token, had its token generation event, its TGE, in July at an opening price of 33.7 cents. And honestly, like the other project that I mentioned today, yes, it had a dip and a recent low in August. The price was down to about 14 cents. But since then, as you can see, UXLINK, ticker UXLINK, has gone up to 65.5 cents and is now sitting at 47.5 as I record. So pretty nice numbers there so far. We're sitting at an $80.7 million market cap. But it is still very early days for the token, for the project, and honestly for this sector. Like I said, decentralized social. Plus, only 170 million of the 1 billion tokens are in circulation. Just be aware of this. That's not a great metric or a great percentage, but overall, we like the idea of betting on social infrastructure more than just on any one social app to be successful. That is kind of our philosophy, and I think generally is a good way to invest, strategically speaking.